My name is Xenia. I'm working as an analytical chemist at University of Copenhagen, but I've also worked a lot at the science policy interface. My role in Aragorn is being the project coordinator. I also take on specific tasks in Aragorn. I work on developing analytical methods for non-target analysis screening, and I also contribute to various aspects of the work, including reaching out to other projects and other scientists. In Aragorn, we have two different approaches because first of all, it's a project, and as a project coordinator, I would like this project to function very well. And I think we've had a great start. It's really qualified people, great people, they collaborate very well. So I'm really pleased with the Aragorn Fellowship, as we call it. The other ambition of Aragorn is, of course, to make great science that is fit for purpose and that will actually be used. So it can make a difference for the health of the soils and the health of the people. And there, I think we have also made good progress until now, because at this point in time, we are now at a stage where we are getting clarity on what are the protection goals, what will we include into our assessments. We are developing the assessment frameworks where we integrate both risks of the chemicals to the soil health, risks of the chemicals to the people living on the land. We also integrate assessments of what will it cost to remediate or leave it alone, and to have other activities that can generate value. And we then also integrate it with how will it be in the long term? Will the soil be more or less resilient? But at the center of all of this is actually having the discussions with the people who are affected, the stakeholders. And we as scientists may think that there's a certain purpose, but it's actually the people who live on the land who are the best at telling us what is important for them. And I think this is really where I see Aragorn moving, that we are developing these fit-for-purpose tools to help the land managers, but actually also to guide the future soil monitoring and resilience law. The next steps is to follow up from what we have seen already now. This meeting in Romania really sets the scene for discussing how our methodologies can be applied in real life. It also gives us and the scientists an opportunity to discuss which direction to take. And we are starting to see the first results of what is coming out, and it's really exciting. We can see some of the remediations really lowering the concentration of the soil contaminants. We can also see that there's a link between, at some sites, there's a link between the soil contamination and the eDNA, which means the species that live in the soil. And we can also see that we are starting to prioritize which contaminants that should be addressed in the future. Finally, we have this socioeconomic risk assessment and resilience framework that we are developing, and we think that this is also really front because it integrates many different aspects into one tool that we think is really applicable for the land managers. So here in Romania, in Copenhagen, we had the opportunity to see some of the first results that are very exciting. We had a possibility to discuss the science and also to discuss how we will use that science and make fit-for-purpose methods for the land managers, and also integrate them into the decision trees. And so I also really hope to see a lot of publications coming out, but also a lot of discussion with other scientists, other projects, so we make sure that we integrate our knowledge into the guidelines and into the communities that decide on this for the soil monitoring law, but also at the local level.